Hi, YouTubers. It's video something important. So, talk about right now. Something today happened in Massachusetts. So we say Massachusetts, but so damn cold here, or damn hot here, damn. So today I was with my counselor today. Nice big ass counselor, like the big ass cigar, and a couple things happened. So, kind of interesting ass, like the big ass cigar. So, we went to Wegmans, which is a grocery store near me, and basically I bought some nips of alcohol, some Fireball whiskey, and also some rye whiskey. Nice big ass whiskey, like the big ass cigar, just being silly ass, like the big ass cigar. And long story short, I went to the checkout line, the self checkout line, and obviously for last fucking time, I am 30 years old for last fucking time, and yeah, so the woman, I obviously scanned the items. It says, oh, somebody will be with you shortly because it contains an age restricted product because of the bullshit, bullshit is bullshit, and so the woman comes over and says, yeah, can I see your ID? I hand her my ID. She says, okay, yep, you're definitely old enough. I tell her my date of birth. She punches in my date of birth and says, yeah, you're fine. And then my counselor and I, my friend, nice big ass friend, like the big ass cigar, we go to another place in town called Ocean State Job Lot, which is, I'm not gonna say where I live, obviously that kind of confidentiality, that shit, as in bullshit is bullshit, but we go to a Ocean State Job Lot, which is like kind of like a warehouse store. They sell like bird seed, all kinds of shit, and basically, my counselor buys some wine, nice big ass wine, like the big ass cigar, and I was curious to see if they were gonna card me because oftentimes what happens is they card everybody in the party because if it's not like a parent buying it, with their kid, oftentimes what happens is they card everybody in the party to make sure everybody involved is at least 21 years old. And obviously, Ocean State Job Lot, just like Wegmans, they have a store policy that says everyone shows ID regardless. So I was actually curious whether, curious asked like the big ass cigar, whether they were going to, card everybody in the party. But in the end, they only carded my counselor, and he showed his license, his ID, his driver's license, that kind of shit, But I know that I know that Wegmans does have a policy that if you're with somebody else, it's not like a parent, that they do require everybody to show ID in the party. So that's very common in liquor stores, etc., etc. So and then with my mom, nice big ass mom, like the big ass cigar, just being silly ass, like the big ass cigar. We went to a liquor store in town today, and yeah, I went to a liquor store town today. I bought two nice big ass cigars, some Grand Habano lunch break cigars, nice big ass cigars, and I went to the checkout line. There's a new employee, a new cashier clerk, store clerk, and he actually carded me for the cigars. I was like, holy shit, that's really unusual because it's been a long ass time, like the big ass cigar since I got carded in there. So and he was a new employee who I haven't really seen that often, or I've seen him before, but he hasn't really checked me out often. So he said, "Yeah, do you have ID on you?" I say, "Oh yeah, I do have my ID." And he scanned my ID electronically with his scanner, the freaking scanner, the fucking scanner, to make sure my ID was valid, make sure my ID was real, make sure I wasn't using a fake ID. And I said, I always find those scanners, cool ass, like the big ass cigar. And he said, yeah, you're fine. You're obviously 30 years old. You're clearly old enough to buy, cigars. Because you have to be 21 to buy cigars in the United States now, obviously because of bullshit. So, because bullshit is bullshit. So, yeah, fucking bullshit is fucking bullshit. So, anyway, the bottom line is, yep, got the cigars, and I had one I smoked one in my parents' house just a few minutes ago, more like an hour ago. So, the point is, I actually got carded twice today, once for the alcohol and once for the cigars, and my counselor got carded once. But 2 out of the 3 times, Ocean State and Wegmans check everyone's ID because they're being fucking careful. And the store I went to with my mom, they don't check everyone's ID, but they check people who look under 30. So they check people's ID who look under 30. So anyway, the bottom line is they're being fucking careful. You want to be fucking careful because the last thing you want to do is to sell to an undercover minor. So obviously being fucking careful. And for the last fucking time, I am 30 years old. I'm 30 years old for the last damn time, and I'm a grown ass man like the big ass cigar. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 30 years old. Anyway, pretty fucking cool. Bye.